As for the Bears and Packers, both teams have issued their injury reports, and there are some notable names right now on it. Josh Jacobs listed as questionable. A bunch of the Packers listed as questionables. But meanwhile, we've already seen the Bears rule out Rome Odunze and Luther Burden, which means that it could be a big night on tap for DJ Moore and Colston Loveland, the Bears' targets in that particular game. And we also should point out that the Packers yesterday officially placed Micah Parsons on injury reserve, officially ending his season to the surprise of nobody.
Thank you, Adam. Welcome into the NFL Live Lounge. The NFL's most interesting man this week is Jeff Hafley. If that name seems a bit off the radar, it's understandable. Hafley isn't a player, he's not a head coach, not a general manager, he's not an Instagram influencer. Hafley is the second-year defensive coordinator of the Green Bay Packers. And a win over the Bears on Sunday means Green Bay owns the tiebreaker in the NFC North. But with Micah Parsons now out for the season, Hafley's got the undesirable task of winning without arguably the single greatest chess piece in the entire league. And before you say, oh, stop with that, Green Bay had a top 5 defense last year without Parsons, realize this. That defense last year had Kenny Clark. That defense last year had Devontae Wyatt. That defense last year had a healthy Evan Williams and a healthy Lucas Van Ness. The loss of Parsons, though, can't be overstated. Without Parsons on the field, the sack rate for Green Bay drops to 3.7%. That would rank them as the second worst team in the NFL. And now it's on Jeff Hafley to get super creative without him. Besides Rashawn Gary, the guys that he will be relying on, not exactly household names. J.J. Ngbare has less career sacks than Micah Parsons has sacks this season. He will be getting the starting nod on the outside. Then there's Baron Sorrell. There's Brenton Cox. There's Carl Brooks inside. There's Colby Wooden inside. Few kids are getting these players' jerseys under the tree on Christmas. And then there's Jordan Riley, a pickup from the Giants practice squad whose career resume sounds like a Johnny Cash song. You see, Riley played college football at Oregon, then went to Nebraska, then UNC, and before that was at Garden City Community College. I've been everywhere, man. But Hafley, he was built for this. You want to talk about a long and winding road? Jeff Hafley's a Jersey guy, and he's gone from being a defensive assistant at schools like Worcester Polytechnic Institute and Albany, eventually earning a head coaching job at Boston College before navigating his way all the way back to the NFL as their defensive coordinator last year. He is one of the hottest, if not the hottest coaching candidates right now, and is already being linked to open gigs in New York and Tennessee. See, he's got a chance to show the world on the biggest stage what his defense can do and what he can get out of some lesser-known players in a big spot on Saturday night. Jeff Hafley's been coaching football for 20 years, and I believe it all sorts of culminates Saturday night at Soldier Field.
One of the hottest last year, maybe the hottest, was Ben Johnson, who's in charge of the Bears offense, and Hafley's going to have to try and stop on Saturday night. How do you expect him to do it?
Thank you.
Peter mentioned it, not having Micah Parsons out there changes things, and now he gets some time to try to prepare and do that, knowing going in that Parsons won't be out there. But you look at this past game against the Denver Broncos, when Micah Parsons goes down, he decides to change things up. At the beginning of that series, he goes to just a 4-man rush. And next thing you know, Bo Nix is back there, and he's baking a cake. So for Hafley, you're looking at your staff, and you're like, we got to do something about this. This is the series after Micah Parsons goes down. Bo Nix is back there. There's no pressure. He's able to complete this pass. The passing situations after that, you're saying to yourself, you know what? Well, we got to start to heat this thing up. We have to go after the quarterback. That is now going to put more onus on the secondary. Guys are going to have to make plays. Keyshawn Nixon, Xavier McKinney, all of those guys now, when your number's called, you have to show up and make a play. Each time after that, 5, 6-man pressures to try to get more pressure on the quarterback. With Parsons on the field, quarterbacks were just getting 2.7 seconds to get the ball off. Without him, it's over 3 seconds. So that's that's a huge difference when you talk about the impact that Micah Parsons brings and how he uplifts his teammates. I think that's the biggest thing.
Would this be the J-Mac, when you're showing these tapes to these 5-6-man pressures, that's the beautiful throw to Sutton.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is those backers. You think that's the easiest answer? Is pressuring with the backers?
I don't think it's the easiest pressure. I think you mix it up. So on this, in the series after, it happened to be the backers. Now you go back, you get in the lab, you start designing things.
Now a full week.
Yes, with Hafley, it's going to be a lot of disguise. So on one play, it's going to look like a backer's coming in, a safety's coming, but he's going to have to try to manufacture some of that pressure with off-the-ball players.
Yeah, I'd also say a huge thing in this game is when you go back 2 weeks ago, one of the things that stands out is Green Bay gave up 0 explosive runs. The longest run in that game was 9 yards. One of the reasons why, Williams, 33. Going into the game, we're talking about that backside fill. It's, you would know it better than me, but like you got to have great timing, great patience, and then
he's out too.
So like, how can they keep this dominant run game at bay? Not only without Micah, and I would say this, for the people who told us that Micah's not good against the run, you don't watch tape, because Micah's been great against the run. So, like, not only that, but also having that safety not in the mix as well. I think it's going to be another just big challenge for Hafley.
Big picture stuff. And Graz, I'd like your thoughts too. We talk about the hot coach and the coaching camp. Like, Saturday night, a lot of Giants fans will be home watching this Packers defense.
Yeah.
Saturday night, a lot of Titans fans will be watching. Maybe Dolphins, maybe Raiders. We don't know what other jobs might be open. Now it's Jeff Hafley without Micah Parsons. I know it's a team game and it's about the.
No, it's a great opportunity to say.
This is an opportunity. He silences them, and you've got Brady and Burkhardt just oohing and eyeing about Hafley the whole time.
Adversity,
That's what this sort of happens.
A lot of great coaches are great coaches when they got a ton of great players. Hafley's a great coach. Still a bunch of good players in Green Bay. I don't want to minimize those guys. But if he can keep that defense performing in the next 3, 4, 5 weeks for them at least, the way they have, he'll be very much so at the top of the list.